Guys, welcome to Tars 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, Ant-Man vs. Yellowjacket 2 set. So, really blessed I found this day, and also I got this from Walmart. And just letting you guys know, Walmart is selling this set for $44 as their regular price, and a lot of retailers are selling this for the $50 to $55 range. So that's a really good price point for this set, and really cool. We have the Marvel Studios, the first 10 years. Up here we have a nice clear view of Ant-Man and Yellowjacket in box. We have Ant-Man Yellowjacket written there. We have the Pem Tech logo there, and we have the Ant-Man movie logo on that side. On this side we have the artwork that makes the mural, and then on this side we have a bio for the Ant-Man movie, and you can see it was released in 2015, and we have the Pem logo. On the top of the box we have the Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, and on the back we have a bio for Ant-Man, Yellowjacket, and a poster from the movie, and also we have, you know, the typical this is number 8 and released in 2015 stuff. So yeah, let's open this up. So here we have Ant-Man, and I believe he's a repaint of the 2015 Marvel Legends Ant-Man, which was actually the first Marvel Legends figure I ever reviewed on my channel. So, you know, pretty cool to be kind of reviewing it again. But there is some big differences to this, mainly the paint job, and also the helmet's a new mold. I also think the helmet is a different mold from the Ant-Man and the Wasp one, so I believe this is a completely new mold. But yeah. Basically, you know, they basically improved on that figure. I really like that figure. I think it was a great figure at the time, but there was a lot of inaccuracies with it, and just to kind of display it beside really quickly, as you can see, it has the open mouth, and it also has orange lenses and orange, just like on the belt and the arms and stuff. This was based on concept art, that's why it looks a little weird, whereas this one is how it actually appears in the movie, and I have to say it's really cool to get a movie-accurate version of Ant-Man. I love the first Ant-Man movie, so it's really nice to get that. And you can see he has some texture on the torso, which looks really nice, and he's got some silver there and some red. I really like the helmet too. It's got the red eyes, and then the red on the lines on the head, and then there's some red there and silver. And on the back he has these little things, and yeah, you can see more of the texture detail. And, you know, kind of like inspecting a little bit, you can kind of see this one does not have that texture, so that is new, something they've added to it, and it looks really, really good. I really like the new texture bits, and there's some on the shoulder too, and I like the gauntlets sort of on the side. They look really cool with the red, and then you can see on the pants he has the red and the silver. I also like the regulator belt, looks pretty neat. They put the red dots on the sides of it. This one they've just left unpainted, so it's really cool to see that. And then also the feet look nice. We have the red and the red there. And in terms of articulation, you have a 360 of the head. You can look up and down. 360 at the arms, swings out the shoulders, sort of. Doesn't swing, well, this one swings out better. There's a 360 there, double jointed elbows, 360 at the wrist, and they're on hinges, 360 at the torso. There's an ab crunch, the legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards, 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, and the feet are on ankle rockers. So pretty good in terms of articulation. You also get an unmasked Ant-Man head, and as you can see, it's different from the one that came with the Ant-Man and the Wasp version, and that one was kind of like more of the goofy expression of Paul Rudd. This is like a more serious one, and I think that's one that a lot of people are going to like more, just because this is how it kind of looks in the movies, and I think they did a good job with it. I like the paint on the eyes and the face. It looks really good, especially the hair. They did a really nice job with this one. I like the other face too, but I think this one's kind of more inclined to how he actually looks in the films, so that's pretty cool. Here's a comparison with the Ant-Man and the Wasp version. I believe they're roughly the same size, and you can just see the difference in the suits, and they look really cool together. And then also to add the concept art version from the first Ant-Man movie. They all look really cool, and in terms of accessories, you get a miniature Ant-Man and Yellowjacket. Now, these are the same miniature Ant-Mans and Yellowjackets that we got with the Ant-Man figure from 2015. There is some differences. The red on this suit is a brighter red, but that's mainly it for Ant-Man. However, with the Yellowjacket, there is actually more differences. For starters, his original costume kind of had more silver on it and was kind of like a gray. This one's just kind of like all black and yellow, so they are kind of different. But yeah, it's still nice that they include it, and I guess it's nice they're trying to make it look different, which is really cool. And he's also got some silver on the back of his backpack there, so that's pretty neat. The only kind of complaint that I kind of have with the miniature Ant-Man, in the original release of this set, they include a flying ant, and that's why he's kind of like that with his, just kind of like why he doesn't stand that well. Yellowjacket does, because he's kind of like made to stand, but with Ant-Man, he doesn't really have the ant to support him, so I kind of wish they would have re-released that. It doesn't bother me too much because I already have the original one, but for like new collectors and stuff, it would have been nice for them to include the flying ant again. But either way, it's still really cool that they included these. And taking a look at Yellowjacket, as you can see, is really cool. I love the face. It's got this translucent yellow for his mask and his lens. They look really nice. We also have some nice designs there. And he's got some yellow at top here. And I love this pattern they did on his suit. It looks really cool. It goes all the way around his arms and torso and stuff. It just looks really awesome. It's kind of like a hive for like a bee or something. And it looks pretty neat. I like the yellow there. And it goes around to the feet too. And it's really cool. And I also like the fist, how they did them. And the hands, just really awesome action figure. And then also his backpack's really cool. It's got some yellow on it, and it is also articulate. Like these rotate, they're also on hinges, and then this rotates, it's also on a hinge, and then it's like kind of not really ratcheted, but kind of reminds me of that there. And then also this is on hinges and also rotates, so they made his backpack very articulate. I also like how they made it one piece that just plugs into his back instead of just being like, additional limbs that you try to fit on there, because that doesn't always work. Like with the Lasher figure, to me, those things just kept popping off. So I like that they kind of put it all together with this one. It just kind of makes it easier and really cool. And in terms of articulation, you got a 360 the head, you can look up and down, 360 arm, swings out the shoulder, 360 there, double jointed elbows, 360 of the wrist, and they're on hinges. 360 the torso, ab crunch, legs come forwards, backwards and outwards, 360 the thigh. I also really like that piece there. I think that looks cool. Double jointed knees, and the feet are on ankle rockers. So pretty great in terms of articulation, pretty good. Typical Marvel Legends, and that's not a bad thing. And yeah, so overall I really like this 2-pack. I like that you get the miniature Ant-Man and Yellowjacket. I think it's cool that they included that. Also glad that they finally made Yellowjacket. Pretty neat that they made him. Pretty cool, great villain. Well, not really, he was a good villain, but I just think he wasn't like the best villain, but it is good that we're finally getting him. And I have to say, having him in action figure form kind of makes me like him a little bit more. And yeah, it's great to finally have Ant-Man as he appeared in the movie, and it looks really cool, and it's just a great 2-pack. Thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.